Friends, have you ever felt that deep, heavy weight in your chest? That feeling of trying to control everything and everyone around you? We all experience this. We worry about what our friends think. We get stressed when our family doesn't understand us. We feel anxious when our colleagues act in ways we don't like. This constant battle to manage others' actions and opinions is exhausting. It drains our energy. It steals our peace. But what if I told you there is a simpler way? A path to a lighter, more peaceful existence. This path has a name, the Let Them theory. It's a mindset shift that can change your life. Not complicated jargon, not just for gurus on mountaintops. A simple, practical tool anyone can use. Think of it as a key that unlocks the mental cages we build, the cage of expectations, the cage of control, the cage of needing approval from everyone. The Let Them theory helps you step out into the open air of acceptance. Your peace doesn't have to depend on what others do or say. Reclaim your power. Reclaim your happiness. Reclaim your mental clarity. It's a journey back to yourself. Come on this journey with me. Let's explore this idea together. We'll break down what the theory is. We'll show how it works. We'll show how to apply it to daily life. Friendships, family dynamics, professional life. The goal: understand how letting go leads to a more peaceful, centered, truly happy life. This isn't giving up. It's giving up the struggle, learning to flow with life, not swim against the current. Are you ready to find this new kind of freedom? Let's begin. So, what is this Let Them theory? Let's break it down. The theory is this: you cannot control what other people do. You cannot control what other people think. You cannot control what other people say. The only thing you can truly control is your own reaction. When someone wants to misunderstand you, when someone wants to judge you, when someone wants to exclude you, you simply let them. If your friends don't invite you to a party, let them. If your relatives gossip about your life choices, let them. If your colleague thinks you are not good enough for a project, let them. It is about radical acceptance. This is not being passive or weak. It's a position of immense strength. Think about how much energy we waste. We spend hours worrying. We spend days worrying. We spend weeks worrying. We try to explain ourselves again and again to people who've already made up their minds. Friendships are one of the most beautiful parts of life, but they can also be a source of great pain and anxiety. We often put so much pressure on our friendships. We want to be included in everything. We want our friends to always understand us. We want them to see the world exactly as we do. But people are complex. Your friends have their own lives, their own problems, their own perspectives. This is where the Let Them theory becomes a super important tool for maintaining healthy relationships. It is the art of giving your friends the freedom to be themselves, even if it sometimes disappoints you. Here is a classic example. Let's say your group of friends makes a plan to go out and they don't invite you. The initial reaction is pain. You feel left out. You feel rejected. Your mind starts racing. Why didn't they ask me? Don't they like me anymore? Did I do something wrong? This is the moment to pause and apply the theory. Instead of texting them angrily or spiraling into sadness, you take a deep breath and you say to yourself, let them have their night out. Their decision to not include you might have nothing to do with you at all. By letting them, you protect your own peace. Family dynamics can be the most complicated of all. These are the people we are connected to by blood and history. The emotional stakes are incredibly high. Because we love them so much, we often want to control them for what we believe is their own good. We want our parents to understand our modern lifestyle. We want our siblings to make better choices. We want our children to follow the path we think is best for them. This desire to control, born out of love, often leads to conflict, resentment, and a lot of emotional pain. This is a space where the Let Them theory is not just helpful, it is essential for harmony. Think about dealing with older relatives, like parents, grandparents. They grew up in a different time. Their values and beliefs were shaped by a different world. It is very common for them to not understand your career choices, your relationships, or your way of life. You can spend years trying to explain, trying to make them see your world through your eyes, but this often leads to frustration on both sides. The let them theory offers a gentler path. You love them, you respect them, but if they don't understand your choices, you let them. You let them hold their own views while you confidently live your own truth. The workplace is a professional battleground. It is an environment filled with competition, deadlines, and a wide variety of personalities. We spend a huge portion of our lives at work, so finding peace there is crucial for our overall well-being. However, it's often a place where we feel a strong need to control outcomes and perceptions. We worry about what our boss thinks of our performance. We get frustrated when colleagues don't pull their weight. We feel slighted when someone else gets the credit for our work. The let them theory can be a powerful tool for navigating this complex environment and protecting your mental energy. Let's consider a common scenario: office politics or gossip. You might hear that a colleague has been saying negative things about you or your work. The immediate impulse is to get angry, to confront them, or to start worrying about your reputation. This is where you can apply the theory. Take a moment, breathe, and then you let them. Let them talk. You cannot control the words that come out of another person's mouth. Your energy is much better spent focusing on your own work, delivering excellent results, and building positive relationships with those who are supportive. Your good work will always speak louder than gossip. We live in a culture that celebrates control. We are told to take control of our lives, our careers, our finances, our health. And this is good advice, to a point. The problem starts when we try to extend control to areas where we have none. We try to control the weather, the traffic, the stock market, other people. That desire fuels anxiety, frustration, and disappointment. The let them theory reveals a surprising truth. Power and peace come from choosing what to let go of. When you stop managing everyone else's feelings and actions, something shifts. A huge amount of mental and emotional space opens up. You spend less time worrying about what someone else is thinking, less time replaying conversations, less time planning how to convince someone. When you let them, that clutter dissolves. Suddenly you have bandwidth for your own goals, your hobbies, your personal growth. Learn a new skill. Read that book. Sit in silence and enjoy your company. Letting go builds incredible emotional resilience. Life is unpredictable. People will disappoint you. Things will go wrong. If your happiness depends on everything going your way, you'll stay in turmoil. With the let them theory, you train your mind to be like bamboo. You learn to bend with the winds of life instead of breaking. You develop an inner peace unshaken by events. You can be okay even when life isn't. Letting go is an act of deep self-love. So friends, we have traveled through the landscape of this simple but life-changing idea, the let them theory. We have seen what it is, the conscious decision to stop controlling the actions and opinions of others. We've explored how to apply it in our most important relationships, with our friends, with our families, with our colleagues. The message is consistent and clear. If someone wants to misunderstand you, let them. If someone wants to judge your path, let them. If someone wants to exclude you, let them. Your job is not to manage their story. Your job is to live your own. Let's recap the core benefits, the beautiful gifts that this theory gives you. First, you reclaim your energy. Second, you find a deep sense of inner peace. And third, your relationships often improve. It is a win-win situation. I want to be very clear. This is not about becoming a doormat. It is not about letting people treat you badly. Setting firm boundaries is still important. The let them theory is what you do after you have set your boundary. If someone repeatedly disrespects your boundary, you let them go from your life. The theory is an internal tool to manage your own emotional state. It is about choosing peace over conflict, acceptance over resistance, self-love over the need for external validation.